Okay.
Hi there, my name is Carter, and I'm making a video about the movie May. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called May, and it's about May. I'm about to spoil the whole movie. And if you don't want the movie spoiled and you want to watch it without it being spoiled, you're probably a pussy. And you should probably just let me spoil the movie for you, and then go watch it anyway, because it's a really good movie. But you should also watch my video because, um, anyway. So here's a synopsis of May. May lives her entire life being made fun of and alienated for her lazy eye. Her mom gives her a doll in a glass case that she can't touch and is also her only friend. I think is extremely healthy and will lead May to be totally well adjusted and nothing will go wrong for her ever. May, as an adult, still has no friends. She hasn't made one. But she still has the doll, and she works as a veterinarian's assistant and also completely loves sewing, and all her clothes are made by her. She makes all her clothes. She is also, and this is very important, so horny in particular for this guy's hands. His hands in particular. She's totally in love with his hands. That's kind of her whole motivation throughout the whole movie, so take note of that. Also, just body parts in general. She seems to only like people's body parts and not them in particular as people. Also very important, take note. You should be taking notes. Are you taking notes? You should be taking notes. So big news, May gets her lazy eye fixed, and after getting her lazy eye fixed, she assumes that this will make everyone like her and she won't have to be lonely anymore. So, of course, she finally pursues the guy's hands, and then some of the realest moments in cinema occur. And then she queens out.
You can use me. I mean, mine.
These are probably some of my favorite scenes in the movie, just like her desperately trying to flirt with this guy and being so embarrassing and so horny, like the most down bad woman ever. I see her and I feel her and I know her. They have a little tryst, but he ultimately rejects her because after living her whole life totally ostracized, she has little to no social skills and is like super awkward and just like a total freak all the time. Again, realest girl ever. Also, throughout the movie, she's hit on by the receptionist at the vet clinic that she works at. The receptionist sleeps with someone else, and May is like totally betrayed. So, yeah, the receptionist doesn't make it. Sorry.
No, you would never hurt me, May.
Sorry, lesbians. My apologies to you. And then she kills this cat, and she also kills this other guy and this other girl. Basically, at the start, she just expects that everyone's suddenly gonna love her after she gets her lazy eye fixed, because I guess she's like a pretty girl or whatever. But then she has like no social skills and everyone rejects her. So she just gets super upset and then kills all her love interests and then sews them together into like some big doll that she can finally have love her. But then she's like super upset because it can't see her. Doy, it's a doll. So she pokes out her own eyes and then puts it on the doll. But then she cries because she's like, oh my God, it still can't see me. And then it puts its little arm around her. And literally they're together. So it's a happy ending. She finally made herself a friend. What an icon. I love her. So if you're not already sold on May, I don't really know what to tell you. The movie I just really wanted to talk about, but I didn't really know exactly what to say. I guess there are a lot of like big emotional things that like are really meaningful to me in this movie. I didn't really know exactly like how to put that into words in like a good way or a way that would be interesting. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to rank all of her love interests on a scale of 1 to 10, and I'm going to go in order from least to most relevant. And I think this is going to be the most entertaining. And honestly, I care more about the fuckability and likability of these love interests than I do like any of that emotional shit that I was talking about. Like, I think that would have been really boring. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to talk about is earrings. I'm going to go based on like what their body part was, like what they were in Amy, the doll that puts its arm around May and comforts her because it's the only real one alive. I guess it's not alive. Is it alive? Because it like puts its arm around her. Like, do you watch the movie? Comment down below. Do you think Amy is for real? Do you think Amy is for real? Like Jesus? So Earrings is the girlfriend of Adam. Adam is the hands guy, if you remember from the synopsis. He's the guy with the hands. She's just the girlfriend. She's only in one scene, and it's during May's killing spree at the end of the movie. Like, she's like kind of cute. Like, I like her little like leopard Halloween costume thing. But she's getting a 2 out of 10 because all she did was be mean to May, and I think that was pretty cruel of her. I think she probably sucks. I don't like that she's just mean off the bat because she just heard she's a freak. Get a grip. Get a grip, girl. I don't care if you're drunk. I don't care if she is into your boyfriend. I think that you need to get a grip and start being nice to freaks. Please, thank you.
Whose hands are mine now, honey?
No, they are mine, Quackle-Doo.
Oh, fuck you. What is that, Russian or something?
2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. She gets a 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10 for earrings, legs, stems, gams, wheels, whatever.
Have really beautiful legs.
I thought they were gams.
Gams, stems, wheels, whatever.
I love her. This might be my favorite character in the entire movie. She is the lover, friends with benefits, the whore receptionist sleeps with. I know that I criticized Earrings for being mean to May, but Legs is so much worse. Okay, her name's Ambrosia. I'm gonna start calling her Ambrosia, not Legs. I think that's a little demeaning to my favorite character. Again, totally mean to May, but in the funniest way possible. Every single line delivery that this woman reads off, I'm gonna put, I forgot the name of the actress, so I'm gonna like put it here because she did a really good job. And I want to shout her out. You know, with my huge platform, I really think I should shout out this small artist. When May first sees her, she can only see her legs. So you like that's how she's introduced. Like that's her whole character. She's legs, okay? This woman is gams, okay? She's stems, she's wheels. And it's also the moment where May finds out that the receptionist is having sex with someone else. So it's like really heartbreaking, like a really heartbreaking introduction. A real loss for the lesbians, but a gain for me because we're introduced to the best character in the movie. Please, thank you. I really like how openly cruel and hateful Ambrosia is to May. I just find it really hilarious because everyone else is sort of trying to hide that they think she's weird. Not Ambrosia. Ambrosia is fully willing to say that she is a freak. Please play clip.
Farik.
Literally, Farik. Like, oh my god, I literally can't. Farik. Oh my god, it's so good. Farik. Oh my god, I can't. Oh my god, I can't. I literally love her so much. Ambrosia, best character. Death is hilarious too. She gets stabbed in the side of the head. And this is the same scene where she says the Farik line. Like, it's so good. And then, like, her blood, like, mixes with milk on the floor. Okay, first of all, forgot to mention, she's drinking milk. Milk is an inherently funny thing to drink to me. Like, you know that one scene in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where like Charlie comes out in the Nazi uniform and he's eating a banana, and like it is 10 times funnier because he's eating the banana. This scene is 10 times funnier because she's drinking milk out of the carton. And she also says this.
Polly, hurry up in there. I've been drinking vodka all night and I have to piss like a racehorse.
I gotta piss like a racehorse. Oh my god. I love you, Ambrosia. Never change. The way that her blood mixes with the milk on the floor. Literally cinema. Like that's cinema. Like the swirl that it makes here. It's gorgeous. But this is peak May to me. It's funny. It's like genuinely like threatening and kind of scary because also she just murdered the receptionist in the other rooms. Ambrosia's the best character. She made me laugh a lot. I loved her. I loved her death. I hope that Ambrosia shows up in every movie. I want the same actress and I want the same character. I want Ambrosia to come in every movie and just go up to the main character and go, Farik, and then leave. I think that would make every movie better for me, and I need that to happen. Thank you. Yeah. Ambrosia, best character, 10 out of 10. Tattoo guy, arms. I'm pretty sure he's used for both arms. He's her first human kill. She kills a cat earlier. That's why he's the first human kill. And I'm not saying he's the first kill, but she does do it like in a rage. Like this is kind of like what sets off where she's like, okay, I have to sew people together now because now I already have like I know I already have arms, so now I gotta finish the job. He goes her, they like go and they hang out, and he's iconic because he says this.
You have any ice cubes I can rub on my nipples?
What a freak, though. Like, what a freak thing to say. Like, what a weird freak thing to say. She is right, though. His tattoo is cool. But more importantly, this is James Duval, who is, I don't know if you know who he is. I know who he is. He's James Duval, who is in a ton of Greg Araki movies, like most of them. It's kind of like his pet actor. I like when directors have like a pet actor. I'm gonna like put examples because it's like a fun little silly phenomena that I like. I like when directors have pet actors. This isn't the last time I'm gonna bring up Greg Araki either. Get ready for the get prepared. Comment when you see the next Greg Araki mention. Also, I love this guy's weird greasy punk hair. I like when punk hair like looks so like genuinely disgusting to the touch. Like this guy like I'm freaked out. I'm a little disturbed, but I like it. I love it. I love your hair, James Duval in May. Okay, so tattoo guy gets a 7 out of 10 because I like him. He's James Duval. His tattoo is cool, but he couldn't match May's freak. All right, you see a dead cat in the fridge. Make like Dan Kane and stay loyal to that freaky little sucker for life. Don't call him a freak. All right, bitch. Yeah, 7 out of 10. He didn't match her freak. Neck. Okay, so this is the receptionist, and I'm actually going to use her name now. Her name is Polly. Polly is played by Anna Faris of Scary Movie fame. I haven't seen the Scary Movie movies, so this like doesn't mean anything to me, but I know that's what she's like known for. What I know her from is the movie Smiley Face, which is another Greg Araki movie, which I really recommend. I consider it to be maybe the only funny, but in my opinion, the best stoner movie, because I don't really like stoner movies, but I really like Smiley Face. It made me laugh. Anna Faris is the funniest part of it, except for when John Krasinski, there's a scene where John Krasinski, he on screen and we get to see it. Just kidding. You don't get to see, he doesn't hang dong. Sorry. Go watch Smiley Face. And all of other Greg Araki. Watch his movies, bitch. I'm supposed to be talking about Polly. The scenes between May and Polly are some of my favorites in the whole movie. May's like total awkwardness in the face of genuine flirtation is really interesting and like fun to watch.
Do you like pussy?
What? Cats. Do you like pussy cats? Jeez, you're a nasty little thing, aren't you?
But I do think that their relationship is really interesting because Polly is giving May exactly what she wants. She's loved totally without judgment and like pretty intensely. But May still can't take it. May's problem is not only that she isn't loved by other people. Other people are not the main source of her problem. A lot of it is her and the fact that she is so stunted by being alienated her whole life that she can't make these connections properly. Her problems with Polly are strange. Because one of them is that she's with Ambrosia, of course, which kind of makes sense, but Polly is willing to leave Ambrosia for May. May's larger problem with Polly is that she has a mole on her finger.
You ever thought of having this removed? My grandma said it's the imperfections that make you special.
May is like a little uncomfortable with that. That like kind of grosses her out. And I think that that's because May thinks that all of her problems should be solved by the fact that she got her lazy eye fixed. And to believe that people don't need to fix their physical differences and can still be happy without doing that would mean that May has not found the answer to her problem, and fixing her lazy eye won't make her life instantly better, which it won't. I think that this is kind of, maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit here, but this is kind of like transition to me. A lot of times when you transition, you think that the transitioning will fix everything. Your life will instantly become better because now you pass or whatever. but that's not true. You still have to deal with a life of being treated differently and being emotionally stunted by that. And also, you're still trans. You're still a freak to most people. Just because you pass doesn't mean that you still don't have to face the fact that you're trans in a lot of social situations. She will never really escape the fact that she was treated like a freak her whole life. She's always gonna, on some level, believe she was one and act like one. Anyway, really did enjoy the toxic Yuri in May. Polly did deserve better. She's getting a 9 out of 10. Sorry to all lesbians for what happened to Polly in this film. Hands. We're finally on Hands. Hands is the big one. Buckle up for Hands. Adam, that's his name. That's the name of the Hands guy. May's feelings for Adam, mostly his hands, are kind of the through line of the whole movie. She spends the entire movie pursuing his hands. May's relationship with this guy is the ultimate freak tragedy to me. It is freak cinema. So the movie starts with her basically stalking him until he eventually notices her and takes an interest. They start up a little bit of a thing together. They get into they go on a little bit of a date situation. And she's a pretty girl now, so this is like actually something happening for her. During the time that they're like kind of dating, one of the most iconic scenes in cinema happens that literally like tears my heart out and makes me want to like bash my head against a wall.
Some people think it's kind of gross.
I love gross.
Really?
Disgust me, please.
I love gross. Disgust me, please. To which she responds by giving him a detailed description of a dog being disemboweled. Saying I love gross, ask to be disgusted, get disgusted, then get upset. Curious, interesting. Sounds like you didn't really want to be disgusted, did you? You wanted to hear something a little weird, but not real freak shit, like a dog being disemboweled. And she giggles, because of course she giggles, because she's a freak. You're not ready for a freak like her. So this guy is like super into horror and making like horror short films, and his room is totally decorated with horror memorabilia, and he screams in his voicemail box thingy. Because he's a freak, because he's a weirdo. He's an edgelord. He's a total edgelord. That's this character. He's an edgelord with nice hands. Even though he's an edgelord, whenever May does weird or disturbing shit, he's disgusted because women can't do it for some reason. At one point in the movie, they watch Adam's short film about a couple cannibalizing each other, and then they go to have sex, and May bites him really hard so that he draws blood, seemingly because she thought he would be into it because of the short film, and then he's like disgusted, which, like, yes, valid, sure, but also you pursued the freak girl and weren't ready for the freak. I don't know what you expected. Sorry for being a biter. Literally, my apologies for being a biter, said May, not me. I wouldn't be a biter. I'm not a biter. Point on, he pretty much loses interest and tries to avoid her for the rest of the movie, but she's like still super in love with him and super delusional. And then he dies. He dies because she kills him. But it's okay because now she has his hands, and now he's part of Amy, and yay. Yeah, so Adam gets a 0 out of 10. He fumbled the GirlFail of my dreams, and fuck him. Fuck Adam. Fuck Hands. I don't even think he's hot. He's kind of hot. Those are my rankings. I'm gonna put them in order here for you. I'm gonna make a list. Hey, future me, make a graphic. Future me, make a graphic. Thank you. I have more thoughts on the movie before you leave. That's the end of the list. But here's more thoughts. So it has one of the best soundtracks of all time. Like, I love the soundtrack for this movie so much, but it's just because I really like this like 90s, early 2000s, like weird, like slow music. But it's so fitting for the movie because this movie is like it's a horror movie, but it's also all about like yearning and like love and like failed love. It's like slow, but it's still like aggressive, but it's overall it's just frustrated, and it like it really represents like that like down bad feeling that I think May is going through really well, that I really enjoy. Then the other half of the soundtrack is this original music, which is more in line with like bad low budget horror. Which this movie also is. This movie is really interesting because it balances being like an artsy character study-ish movie with being a goofy low-budget horror movie from 2002. I don't know if it pulls it off. Like, I think that the doll stuff like feels really weird and out of place sometimes. And I didn't talk about the blind children because they're blind and sad, but it's weird and I don't really like it, so I didn't talk about it. But I guess I did talk about it because I'm saying it now. There's a weird blind child subplot that I don't really like. To end the video, I'm going to say that you should go watch Poor Things. And if you've already seen Poor Things, go watch it again. Also, subscribe, and like the video, comment your favorite body part. Bye-bye. Comment, leave a comment and a like, and a subscribe to me, Carter. Hi, my name's Carter. Subscribe to me. Bye-bye. Bye now. Bye. Bye. Bye.